afternoon, and thank you for joining us on the second installment of Productivity in a Pandemic Awards. So, yes, it's actually been over 6 weeks since we last talked about some new programming we've done. So, bear with me, I have a lot to cover because I just kept thinking one more day, and now it's the end of May. So, first up, we have it's for a team. So this team, Scott, Brittany, Andrew, and Brett, what I really liked about this new team is that we had agents working with specialists, working with our communications folks, from the core front office. And what they did is get together and figure out what it was that the industry needed. They didn't need to jump in with the webinar. They didn't need to give their own advice. They just developed this really well-curated list of the most credible and timely information they could to help businesses. And evidence of how this works and how our network works is the fact that Shelly got some of the best feedback. And here, the executive director of one of our most important stakeholder groups is saying that this is valuable in his own words. So kudos to Shelly and everybody else who shared the information because it really was important for our industries. Tom, so way back, Tom is a first mover. This is visionary thinking. So he thought to use our bucks as masks. This was even taken back in March. And this is how visionary he is. Look at this. Recently, Dr. Glover sported one of our buffs and was raving about them. And the wife of our new VP, Dr. Engel, she also has now been sporting Sequin swag. So thanks, Tom. Next, Charles. So we all need best management practices, maybe even now on a Friday night. Charles is one of many people who came up with the quarantini, and of course it's all about what you add to your quarantini. So toilet paper and Purell are just what everybody needs, and maybe the only thing they need. But Charles also is memorable for another reason. When you have Zoom meetings, you hear a lot of things in the background that are sometimes funny. And I think at one point it caught me off guard when Charles was talking about his chickens. So I have to ask him about those. Okay, Libby, of course, we get to see the puppy, the dog. I'm so more, but so adorable. And it's so great to see everybody's pets. And I think this was one of the first ones that I saw. So kudos to Libby for starting a good trend. Not to be outdone, Mike has all sorts of living things around. And of course, the whale shark isn't in his backyard, but I'm so envious that he can see them nearby. But these aquariums, you just can't beat them. And so thanks for sharing those with us. Brittany, so sometimes you got to sacrifice goldfish. I just got to say, we don't throw all of our fish back necessarily. Some are meant to help sustain us, and goldfish is a good example. What I really like this is his forward-looking thinking. Look at the little shark that we have on the front of his vest, and what does that bring us to? That brings us to Brittany's other activity, is helping with the bite-sized science. So Maya, Laura, and Victor and Brittany, I understand they're the core group that put this together, and it was just so well done and so thought out. Not just 30-minute topics on anything, but thinking of planning out so many, thinking of package them done as having a host being exactly 30 minutes long and having questions and answers and gathering data. It's been a phenomenal success, and kudos to everybody that's making it last even longer. Gigi, I gotta give props to Gigi. She's the most remotest of our remote workers in Detroit. We haven't forgotten about her, and we're just grateful that she's helping us come up with some of the graphics that have been so valuable to us in the last month. Rick, last but not least, Rick is the Guinea Pig Award for doing all this legwork and trying to get our citizen science projects back up and running, and really pushing the envelope in terms of getting approvals and enforcing some resolution on what needs to be done before these projects can get started. So you probably saw that go out today. So I just want to say congratulations to all of our honorees. I know that there are even more out there because so many people. Let me tell you, I have little stickies on everything about highlighting invasive species, Armando's best wave with his daughter, and so many good things that I'm trying to keep track of. But hopefully that's enough for now, and we'll see what happens in June. Bye.